All right, guys, let's get started with the stretch class. If anybody's joining us later, this is going to be using a countertop or any kind of, I don't know what else you would have here. The back of a couch I've seen used before. Yeah, that's about it. So follow along and try to the best of your abilities. So make sure that if you're needing a TheraBand or something like that, you have it with you. And also a foam block will be helpful if you're working on bigger splits. The TheraBand is if you're working on being able to reach your leg and you're just not quite there yet. You can follow along all of the exercises today, just modify it to grab your leg with a TheraBand. Cool, let's get started. So we're gonna stretch with a bent leg first on whatever height of couch or countertop that you have. And we're gonna use our knee facing out and really making sure the knee is down. So we're not gonna be parallel like this with the knee up, knee down, make lots of space in your spine and fold over the leg to start the stretch. Every time you stretch, you use your breath. And as you exhale, try and get over into the stretch. I'm going to mix that in with shaking the leg out a little bit. So we're going to do the patterns where the knees seating rather, and the knees going in and out for you. And the legs follows. And again, we'll take our leg back up. We'll take our leg back up and pull a second time up and down. Try and pull a little bit further this time. It should feel a little bit looser. And let's take that to the other side. So, leg up, knee out to the side. Nice and tall in the spine, and then you can fold over. If you find that you're on a counter and it's kind of difficult on your ankle, you can add like a little sweater or something underneath. Just make it. And let's shake that hip up, going in and out, hopefully leading the way. And again, stretching nice and tall. And then up and over as far as you can. And let's take that back to the first side. With straight leg this time and a flex split. This is how we'll be working most of the time with the flex split so that you get more of a stretch. We're going to start by folding up and over nice and tall. You can grab your heel if you want to pull yourself down. You can grab a counter or the back further over your leg. And you slight little bend to the supporting leg, bending and stretching. I'm going for 10 minutes. 9 to that point, really flex. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to start with our first few lifts. So we're first going to make sure that we square the hips and completely face towards the front leg. foot is pointed outwards as much as you can. You're going to start by growing tall as tall as you can, engaging the core. You're going to find that makes some room in the hips. So we don't want to lift from the bottom knee. We want to lift from the top of the toes up. We're going to lift the foot up for 10 and down. 9, 8, 7. Make sure it's a lift, not a kick and a crash. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're having trouble lifting it at all because your counter is higher than where you're really working, you can use a bare band to gently drag your leg into that lift. Keep that lift going from the leg as much as you can. Let's take another stretch. Not really for that way. We're going to bend the broad knee. And with your hand on your heel or your hip, lift the leg up as you stretch your supporting knee. Bending the knee again, holding the leg higher and stretching. Bend and pull and stretch. Bend and pull and stretch. 3 and 2 and last one. Yeah. Point your foot and let's do one more move. This is like the rest. Like up and over. Let's rotate that to the side. Maybe get some light back into the hips here. And move on to the other side. Here we go with the straight leg and flex foot. Make the roll nice and tall. And lean and roll back. Trying to reach for the heel or for the bar past the heel. Keeping that foot super flexed. Bending the knee. Try to go to the bottom, bending for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6. If you're not feeling a stretch, try to get closer, face to the knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep it straight for a second, as low as you can at the head. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah. Bending the knee as lift and stretch. Bend and pull the foot in and stretch. Bend, stretch. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's do a lift here. We're doing this in the weird order. Doing these as I think of them. Here we go for a flex foot. And we're not going to crash down. We're going to think of lifting up from the heel and the toes. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, bottom knee straight, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Point your foot. And then that stretch. Enough. Move that hip to the side. And let's go back to that first. We're going to take it up in front of you. So if you're on a countertop, maybe a table might be a better height for this one. We're going to cross it in front of you. If you're feeling bending, you can go a little bit higher. Again, if you're really uneasy with your ankle bones on the surface, you can add a sweater or something for a little bit more padding. We're going to get close enough that we can stand straight up and comfortably in this position, but if you lean forward, you start feeling the stretch. So I'm going to lean way up and over. And you guys can adjust. If you don't feel any stretch, you can move sideways as well. You find that you're crossing less and more against the leg and find a place that feels good for that. So we'll take about 10 breaths in a stretch, fold it up and over. And let's take that same foot up to the side. You're going to reach up and over. So a lot of the time you see dancers reaching away in the tube. It's a really nice way to remind yourself to reach up and over rather than to see forward. So yeah, so let's do that. Let's reach the opposite way. Let's reach really high up, and then we're going to reach up and over. If you can't reach your foot, that's okay. Just go as far as you can along your leg. If you can reach past your leg, you can grab onto the counter or the bar. We want to keep that other hand in front so that A, we can balance, and B, we can make sure that our upper body doesn't move and stay too far behind. Think of opening up your ribs on the opposite side here. Breathe into them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Nice. Let's take the other leg up, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring your knee up to whatever height is comfortable. We're going to make sure to rise up before we go over, making sure the bottom is nice and straight. One side might be tighter than the other. Maybe the side is a lot worse. That's okay. Just work wherever you're at and try and get up and over as much as you can above that leg. Using the breath, we're going to go for about 8 more breaths and then return to the second one on the side. Two more breaths. And pulling your breath out. Extend the leg to the side. And from here, we're going to do a dance reach out to the ballerina arms. You can do it straight arm, right up to the side, as far as you can, up and over, and then reaching up and over that. So you can reach to the foot, beyond the foot, or just to the near wherever you can get to.
for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming to center. Nice. Let's shake that out and let's come back to the first leg at the side. This is going to be the round where we use our active flexibility to get ready for some leg lifts here. Before we start lifting, we're going to work on making sure that our shoulders and hips are nice and square. We're going to do this with a flexed foot. You can push into the bar to support the counterbalance your leg a little bit. So think of counterbalancing, pushing in and the leg going up. But I don't want you to do this to start. You need to get the leg to go up. So if you absolutely can't lift the leg from that, maybe move to something lower like a back couch rest at the 2 bar level. So there's this level as well. So wherever you are, go nice and tall. Keep an eye on your supporting leg, supporting knee. We're going to lift just that top leg and pull up from your toes. If you really can't and you need a hand, you can also use a bare band to behind your leg. Here we go for 10. Gently 9. 8. Try not to kick. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And relax. Good. Let's pick that leg up from the opposite side if we're bending, or the same side if we're not so bending, and pick that leg up into the air. Make sure that you rotate your hip so that the leg is right beside you. So what I did there, when I picked it up, it was kind of in front. I lift it out to make sure it's at the side. We're going to do the same thing when we bend the supporting leg and stretch. If you put your arm up a little bit, as you bend, you're going to try and get a little bit higher. As you stretch, you're going to try and keep it there. Stretch it around and straighten. Switch your arms to position. One side, so another position to face this. And pull and stretch. Yeah, this one's up to the side. It's a lot better. 5 more down and stretch. 4. 3. 2. And let's have it. Bend and stretch. Pull it in. And now try to hold it there. For 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And nice. Other side. Good. Let's square the hips. Standing on top of that supporting leg. Flex the foot. And here we go for 10 lifts. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Nice. Let's grab it with the same side arm over the opposite side arm and bring it up with a bent supporting leg. So as you bend, you pull, and as you stretch, you stand nice and straight. And pull and stretch. Bend and stretch. Keep going. 6, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try that leg and let's try to stay there. There we go. And stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and nice. Okay, we're gonna do some rotations from front to side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use either our TheraBand or our hand on our heel to pick up the leg in front of us. When we get to the front, we're gonna bend the supporting knee, move our back nice and tall. And as we stand up, we'll bring the leg to the side and feel that rotation in the foot so it kind of learns where they're turned out it should be. And go to the side, yeah? Here we go. Reaching through the foot with a TheraBand forward down. Let's lift it to bring it in front of you and then a supporting knee in front. When you turn up to the side, you stretching your arm. Bend in front, you can pick up your leg and bend it a little bit so it's nice and high. And bring it to the side. And again to the front. Again, your own pace. Feel that rotation in the hip. And then now let go. Put your hand up in the air and keep doing that same movement. There the front. Moving straight to the side. One more. Nice. Let's do that on the other side. Leg on the bar, reach for it. Yep. Bring it in front of you. Nice and high on the bend. And stretch out to the side. Over here, trying to nail. And try to keep the back out to the side. Although the finger hip up. Bend. Bend to the side. Bend. Inside. Feel that rotation in the hip. Use it there down if you can't reach. Shoot more with the hand. And now with that, let go. Bring to the side. Stretch for 3, and 2, and 1. Nice. All right, let's take this to the back. We're going to be facing the counter or the couch or whatever. We're going to do 10 lifts, a hold for 10 seconds, and then 10 kicks from the hold, even higher than where you were before. Okay, here we go. Let's do any leg first. Maybe the same leg that we did before. And here we go for a lift. We go as high as we can. Try not to be completely flat on the counter. 8, 7, 6, bring it up as high as you can. Don't drop it, control it down. Just tap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stamp and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little bounces up from there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and over down. Good. You can cross that leg a little bit if you need to roll that hip. And let's move on to the other side. Here we go for 10 lifts. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, stick for 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Little kicks for 10. Lift 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, shape. Nice. Good. So we'll finish up on the floor. So we can leave the countertop. Can't put it far away, and we're going to go with the block. Using the block to support your back in a split or a half split. We're all going to start in a half split anyways. So follow along with me. Bring your back foot on support and wiggle into a half split. I don't think you can see me. Let me take the camera down. Perfect. Okay. Back leg on the riser. Front leg into a half split. My back knee is going to be super, super straight. I'm going to work on squaring the hips. I can loosen up the knee to do that. And then I stretch the knee behind me. If you're working on your splits, this is a good time to then move into a full split. If you do not have your splits, let's work in a half split and stay with that front leg. We're going to work on squaring your hips and pushing the back knee straight. Good. While you're here, let's lean forward today. So even if you're up and above that split, try and get your elbows onto the floor and then sit down into that split. If you feel the need to bounce, tense your legs and engage all of your muscles and then release. Try not to bounce, just tense and release. Let's do 20 more seconds. Remember to breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peel out sideways, take you roll off. And let's do the other side. Starting with the foot split, lift your back leg on the riser, even if you don't have a split. Working in your half split, and you're staying here in your half split. And same thing when we're going forward, you can go forward onto your elbows. Yep. If you're working on a full split today, start extending that front leg and climbing on top of your split here. Squaring the hips as much as you can. And when you're ready, engage your legs and transfer into a front elbow support if you can. If you can't quite get there, it might look like a half elbow, half arm, and that's okay too. And if you feel the need to move around here, just tense all your muscles. Same with the other side. Try not to bend. We're going to stay here for about 30 more seconds. "20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let it out. Roll sideways. And up we go. The last one we've got for today is a side straddle. So let's take the riser over to one side. Same thing. In your straddle, we're going to make sure that we get up and over it. So that means if you don't have a full split, you're climbing on top of it and you're on your elbows. We're going to face our feet towards the front to make sure that we're really, really up and over our straddle here. Once you've made it there, and you've climbed all the way up, forward as much as you can. Make sure your legs are in a straight line. Good, we're gonna stay for 30 seconds. If you need more of a stretch and a little bit more weight in the hips, you might find that lifting the head and lifting up onto your elbows puts more weight in the hips. If you need less, you can lean forward and your hips will rise up, and that makes it a little bit easier. So you can control the intensity of the stretch here. We've got about 20 seconds. And here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and climb out forwards or backwards. You can sit up or you can swim through up and over. And we have 2 legs, so it's time for the other side. Up on your riser. Adjust the camera. I'm gonna lose you completely. I'm gonna do this sideways a little bit because I'm on like half a carpet on that stage. Same thing for the second side. Now keep in mind, the sides might be differently flexible. So if you did a higher riser on one side, it's okay to start with a lower riser on the other side. You don't have to push into anything crazy to make it even. Just work on that side a little bit more over time. Yep, even the flex feet facing forward and climbing up and over that split. If you want a little bit more stretch into the hips, you can tilt up onto straight arms or onto elbows. "30 seconds. Making sure your legs are still in a straight line, especially if you shift it around. 20 seconds. And let's call that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swim out forwards or sit up backwards or fall out somehow. Gather your legs and let's rock back and forth in the hips so that you're able to move again. Let's work on engaging everything so that we can operate as functional human beings after all this stretch. So we're going to go into a plank with railroad arms parallel to each other. Tuck your toes under and lift into a plank. We're going to hold for about 30 seconds. If you guys want to join me into a minute after that, just stay in your planks. We've got about 50 seconds left. And 40 seconds. And this is the end of your 30-second plank. If you want to stay on for a minute, stay up. "20 seconds. And here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. That should get your muscles a little bit useful for getting up and moving around.
if you guys have any contortioning or handstands or any other things to work on right now, or some hula hooping, after stretch class is a really good time to work on those. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Thanks for making time for class. Bye, everybody.